Does this vibrato sound familiar to you? It doesn't, right? You're not one of those morons. You're a good guy. Your friend's vibrato, however, sounds exactly like this. I mean, what a fucking fuckface that guy is, right? Does he have Parkinson's or something? We're gonna fix that. Does this friend also press the strings too much? I've even heard that your friend sounds like this when he plays. Hanging all of those strings open like they're little dicks as if they're trying to approach to the elementary school urinal from 10 meters away. I mean, what a fucking waste of life, right? So you've come to the Guitar Daddy to solve all of these for you. I mean, for your friend. You know what? I like you. Come on. The most common mistake I've seen amateur players make is that their vibrato is this just uncontrolled shaking of their hand, which is not this technique is about. The main thing we do with this technique is actually this motion, right? Your fingers don't move at all. It all comes from the wrist. When done in the right place and the right time, syncing or deliberately not syncing your vibrato to the rhythm of the track is a great asset. You have your two main types of vibratos. This one goes up in pitch and then comes back down to the original pitch. If it doesn't come back to the original pitch every time, it sounds like this. And you have this kind of vibrato, which is kind of rare for electric guitar, but it's used a lot in classical guitar, is this. This one goes above and also below the initial pitch. I mostly use this vibrato in the high E string. I think it sounds really cool there. The vibrato should sound even coming up and down, and also it shouldn't sound too fast. This just sounds like you're an anxious person. I mean, if I have to hear this vibrato one more time again, I'm gonna come over there and come over there, so you should be anxious actually. You can understand at which string you should pull to which direction by just not being a fucking idiot. This technique is really similar to bending. It all should come from the wrist, not from the fingers at all. But this time you also have to worry about the pitch you arrive at. I'll show you how to practice that.
Okay, so this is the best solution I've got. I'll commentate over this part, I guess. I have the Vocal Pitch Monder app open. This is my starting note, and this is my target note. Yeah, as you can see, I'm perfectly on the line because I'm really good. Yeah, and I'm showing you how good it is. Kind of braggy, not typically my style. Now I'll do some bad examples. This is flat, and yeah, as you can see from my disgusted face, this is sharp. And now I'm kind of micromanaging you and showing you the notes again. Yeah, another perfect bend. Now I'm just flexing at this point. Yeah, okay, we get it. I don't know what the hell I'm doing here. And yeah, it's just a total shit fest at this point. Just stop the recording, yeah.
You can pull up a tuner app like that, and that way you'll have a visual representation of the pitch that you arrive at. This technique is especially effective for morons like your friend who has shitty ears. And don't do any vibrato when you're practicing bending because it actually masks your pitch issues. Your two main bends are a semitone and a whole step bend. Any more than that, you can practice two, like 1.5 step bends or 2 step bends, but it can break your strings, so be sure to have some spare strings lying around. Surely for bending and vibrato, one of the most important things, besides getting the technique down, is to actually develop a good ear for a good vibrato and a good bend. That means to listen to greats, like for example Marty Friedman with his unique, weird bending and vibrato style. Or Yngwie with his big, huge, enormous, Norwegian, powerful, with his big and powerful vibratos. Or Brian May style pre-bends. And many, many more. Or Gary Moore. You're essentially bending the string when you press too much. The intonation sounds wrong and you just sound out of tune. The best way to avoid this is actually not to press at all and then press lightly until you get a meaningful note. And that is the amount of pressure that you need to press the strings. With this exercise, a common mistake that beginners always do is actually to relax their right hand too, because their brains are just too stupid. Especially when you play with distortion, the sound of other strings ringing out like that, it just sounds horrible and makes your playing all sound sloppy. The best way to avoid this is actually to use two hands, when soloing of course, to mute the strings. You'll have your right hand for the strings above the string that you're playing. Like if I'm on the G string, then E, A, and D strings I cover with this hand, and strings below it is covered by my left hand finger. Of course, when you're playing rhythm like this, you can't do it with your right hand, so obviously it all comes down to your left hand. That means to maybe break the traditional rules a bit and not press the strings that perpendicular. Instead, do it like this, so you can mute all of the strings. And also with the strings that are above the string that you're playing, you would have to use your index finger and use other fingers to fret, like this. I'm even using two fingers to mute here. You can DM me on Instagram for private lessons. I promise not to insult you that much. Bye.